Good morning, guys. It is Sunday and we have a really busy day today. Matt leaves for a couple days on a business trip, if you will, and we have some running around to get done today. I've got to run to the grocery store and that kind of stuff, so I'm gonna start on dinner early so that I can cook in my Instant Pot, and when we come home from all our running around, dinner will be ready and will be served like that. So I also found a bread recipe that I want to try. It's cooking bread in your crock pot, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to bake it. I've got to start laundry and that kind of stuff, so I have enough time to bake some bread. So I'm going to end up baking mine and not cooking it in the slow cooker. But it's a basil pesto quick bread and it sounded really good, so I'm going to give that a try too. So this is like a 2-in-1 video. We're going to do some quick bread and we are going to make some Moroccan soup because that's what we're going to have for dinner, and I'm super excited. I've been wanting to try this recipe for about 2 weeks, and now I'm ready. I have all the ingredients. Let's get to making some basil pesto quick bread and Moroccan soup in the Instant Pot. And by the way, since I have you here off topic, I bought some papers for, this is going to be for my Chic Sparrow wallet planner, and this one I got the inserts. They came, the so much crafting inserts came, and then I bought these papers for my Filofax. So I'm going to be making new dashboards and dividers, and if that's something you guys are interested in seeing how I make mine, let me know and I will make a video on it, because I know some people are interested in doing this and maybe don't know how. I kind of had to figure it out myself and so now I feel like I can make my own, and it saves me a ton of money than, you know, ordering ones off of Etsy. And sometimes, you know, when you order stuff, it's not quite what you're looking for, but it's like better than nothing. This way, you know, you can pick paper that you really like and make it yourself. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know and I will turn on the camera when I make mine. Okay, for our bread, we are going to add into this bowl here 2.5 teaspoons of yeast. I use instant yeast. We are also going to be adding a teaspoon of sugar in there. And then to wake all of this up, we're going to be adding 1.5 cups of warm water. Okay, and then to this we're going to be adding 3 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour to this. So there's 1, there's 2. I'm running low. I got to get my jars filled here. There's 3, and let's see if I've got about 3/4 of a cup here, and we'll just add that in like so. Also going to be adding 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Oh, and that's about all I had left in my squeeze bottle too. Perfect. I can fill that too this morning. We'll be adding 1 teaspoon of salt. And then this is where the secret ingredient comes in. We picked this up at Aldi's. You guys gave me such great advice on how to use this, so I'm really excited to try it in a bread. This is pesto sauce. So we're gonna need 1/4 cup of pesto. All right, so here's our 1/4 cup of pesto. All right, guys, so sorry for the weird camera angle. I have you bouncing on a jar of cornmeal. All right, we're going to turn this on and just mix this up. And I'll get you close to the bowl here. Now this is going to be more of a wet dough. So just kind of mix that up till it's combined, and then we'll take it over to the board. Okay, so here we are on my board, and I'm going to get this out of this bowl here. Alright, so let's get this out of the bowl once you get it off of your paddle. Alright, so this is going to be more of a sticky dough. So we're just going to lightly place some flour on there. And don't forget to flour your board as well. And we're just going to kind of knead this. So we get a nice dough here. Then, when you get it into a nice ball here, it starts getting a little sticky again. We're going to go ahead and get a loaf pan out. Okay, so now I have my loaf pan with some parchment paper on it. And I'm going to go ahead and put my dough right inside of it. Press it out a little bit. And then I got a little extra paper here, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut away at the extra. Okay, so now we are going to top this with a little bit of parsley. Now I'm going to use my home dehydrated parsley that I grew myself and I dehydrated myself. I'm going to sprinkle some of that on top. And then I'm also going to sprinkle this with some sea salt. Let me get some sea salt here. And just a little bit extra parsley here. And here's a stem. Pick out your stems. Okay guys, I'm placing this in a 350-degree oven. I'm gonna guess it's gonna bake about 20 to 30 minutes. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I'll bring it back. You know, this is a recipe for a crock pot. So I'm not really sure. We'll play with it. I will, when I come back, I'll let you know how long it took to bake. But there it is, our basil and pesto quick bread. All right, let's get this in the oven and let's get started on the soup. Okay guys, so I still have to chop up the zucchini that I'm going to use, but I'm turning on my Instant Pot right now to saute. And it automatically sets to 30 minutes. That's probably all I'm going to need. To this I'm going to add, now I've never made this before, so we're making it together, about a teaspoon or so of olive oil, and I'm going to let that heat up, and then we're going to saute some onion and garlic in this bad boy. I love this Instant Pot, and I love that I can actually saute. Unlike in my pressure cooker XL, my saute never got hot enough and it only lasted 5 minutes before it would automatically start going to automatic pressure cook, which drove me nuts because it wasn't supposed to do that. So this Instant Pot has been a game changer here in my house. I love it. So to this I'm going to go ahead and add 1 large diced sweet onion, and I'm going to let that saute up. Alright, so now I have my onions sauteed. I'm going to add 3 teaspoons of chopped garlic. Alright, so we'll just saute that up just a little bit. Okay, so now that I have this, the onions and the garlic sauteed, we're going to be adding spices. Now I'm gonna give you guys the link to the original recipe because I'm gonna have to improvise because I don't have cumin. So it's gonna be a teaspoon of chili powder, and I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of just taco seasoning because that's as close as I can get to cumin right now. So well, 1,
cumin and chili in it, so it works okay.
2, And then it calls for a teaspoon of cinnamon. Now, Matt and I love Mediterranean and Middle Eastern cuisine. So, and they cook with a lot of cloves, don't they, honey? Cloves and cinnamon and
allspice.
Yeah, allspice and all of that. So, all right. So we're gonna just blend that in. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add our zucchini. Now I'm adding 5. And it calls for eggplant, but I couldn't find eggplant, so we're gonna improvise on this too. And we're gonna add zucchini, but that's okay because Matt and I love zucchini, and zucchini is like my favorite vegetable. So we're gonna add that in here. All right, I'm also gonna be adding, now you're supposed to add tomatoes to this. Let's see, what does it call for? 8-ounce can of diced tomatoes. I'm using crushed because that's what I have. I'm going to add that in. And my amounts are going to vary. But you guys know me. I tweak every recipe I do. There's the tomatoes. Now, I'm also not going to be using vegetable stock. Instead, I'm going to be using onion stock because I love onion stock. So I'm going to add that in. I'm also going to be adding chickpeas. These are home canned chickpeas. And then it calls for salt and pepper. So we're just going to add a little bit of sea salt, probably a half a teaspoon. And probably about a half a teaspoon of pepper. And that is it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change my Instant Pot to slow cook on, we're going to do normal because we have some running around to do. I'm going to set it for 5 hours and then I'm going to turn it to the keep warm after the 5-hour mark. And this should be nice and cooked by then. Alright, what a nice healthy soup, right? Okay, it's very cold outside. I think it was -3 this morning. So this will be perfect to come home to. I'm actually going to add a few more chickpeas to this just because I have them. And Matt and I love chickpeas. So, why not? Alright, let me put the lid on this and then let's go over to the island and let's pull that bread out of the oven because that bread should be done. There's our bread. Matt, come look at our bread. This is a basil pesto instant bread, quick bread. You want to try a little piece of it?
Sure.
Let's see, hold on. Let me grab a little.
You want to try a little piece, baby?
You want to try a little piece of bread?
Okay.
It's very hot. It's very hot. Just came out of the oven.
So, I'll blow on it.
I want you to try. Just a little piece. Hold on, let me get this aimed in so they can see the inside. There you go. Look at that. Alright, ready?
Alright, here, baby.
It's beautiful. Now, this was in my oven for 40 minutes. That's how long it took. So, bake it accordingly. But, it looks beautiful. And,
no? Okay.
It's nice and hollow. Tastes good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll go good with our soup, huh? Alright guys, I'm going to put the lid on my soup and I will see you guys back here in 5 hours. Okay. So this has been cooking about 3 hours and I tweaked this just a little bit because, you know, I had to taste it. I had to tweak it. I had to adjust it. I ended up adding more chili powder. I ended up going out and buying some organic cumin, if that will focus. Sorry, it's not going to focus and I can't tap it because I'm holding you guys because my tripod is too small. So, and I also added more salt, a little bit more pepper, and a little bit of sugar. And I'm going to add, just because I got to tweak it.
Did anyone notice the aggravation in your voice about the short tripod?
I'm adding a little bit of sweet basil because I think it'll taste good in it. And I'm also going to add a little bit of the, I forgot what they're called, the little wedding soup noodles. The Acini de Pepe. I like these. A little bag goes a long way. I've had this bag for like ages. And I am going to drop some in because I think a little pasta is needed. Yes, I do. I think it does. Matt's like it's fine by itself, but that's up to you. I think it'll be good. Just a little. It'll just give it a little bit more body because it doesn't have any meat or potatoes in it.
That's the idea.
Alright, maybe it's just me. I'm used to cooking hearty. But, alright, so I'm just going to let this continue to cook here. Matt and I have to run to the airport and pick up a rental car for him in a little bit. And then when we come home, this will be ready to go. So, but it is absolutely delicious, and the cinnamon just really adds a whole new level of flavor to it. It's so good. But Mediterranean and Middle Eastern recipes call for that a lot, and it's just so good. All right, I will be back when I serve this up. So we have 38 minutes left, and then it'll go to warm. But Matt and I have to run to the airport to pick up his rental car. But this is it. This is the final product. As you can see, it really doesn't have, hold on, let me stir this. You can see it doesn't have much of the little pasta balls at all to it. Which is Matt is happy about because he wanted me to keep it as close to the recipe as possible, but you know, I just felt like it needed a little something something. Let me know if you make this and see what you think. There's a little bit of pasta noodles I was able to scoop up, and there's the garbanzo beans, which are home canned, and it's fantastic. Matt and I have both tried it. We cannot wait to come home and have this for dinner, and I hope you guys give this a try. It's phenomenal, and let me know if you do. I'm going to quickly show you my pesto bread. Look at that. Look at that, huh? Isn't it beautiful? Oh, so this is how I like to eat bread. So you take it, and you make a little dish of olive oil with a little bit of sea salt and fresh cracked black pepper. Look at that. That is fantastic. So that's how I'll serve this bread, with a little bit of olive oil, sea salt, and fresh black pepper, and this and the soup. Oh, what a dinner. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to get home. Alright, but I want to try to get this edited before we go to because we have a half hour left before I have to go to the airport. I want to at least try to get this, you know, get started on editing this so I can get this video up for you guys. So, I'm not going to wait till the end, but just know it's fantastic. What a light, yet really hearty, warm meal on a really very cold and snowy January day in Michigan. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you do. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click the little bell if you want notifications. I know some of you have asked me about notifications. Ring that little bell, and anytime I upload a video, it'll let you guys know. And until probably tomorrow, I will be seeing you, because I've got quite a few videos in mind that I want to do with you guys. I also want to make a banana cake, and I'm just waiting for my bananas. My bananas are looking very happy over there. Look at them. That is not looking happy. But that is, and so I want to do a banana cake with you guys and test out a recipe. So I'll be seeing ya. All right, guys. I hope you had a great weekend. Bye, guys.